guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and I thought I'd bring you back for a little bit of a canning chat as well as some results. And so many of you are going to have these same results no matter how long you've been canning, and so I had one fail. I don't consider it a fail, but I did my apple pie filling for you guys, and one of the jars, as soon as I brought it out of the canner, and I let them rest in the canner a good 5 minutes with the lid off after they were done processing. But during the processing time, it's 35 minutes, so they really swell up and expand, and it takes a while for them to calm down. And the clear gel, that happens. So as soon as I took this one out of the canner, I could hear it and see that apple pie filling, the gel was coming out of the jar, and I wasn't sure if the lid was going to seal. It happened to 2 jars. So this first one, the lid did not seal. Now I put it in the refrigerator and it sealed down, but to me that's a false seal. So I've got some soapy dishwater here. I'm going to wash all my jars, and this one was the other one, but it actually has a really good seal on it. But there is apple pie filling that has seeped out. Now, I had a little bit of that with my rhubarb pie filling, and I've had it before with my apple pie filling, but this is the first time I've had a jar not sealed for me. But it's okay, because I was going to have to open a jar anyways. I promised an apple pie for my husband, and we're going to be doing a bit of an experiment with the 1 pint jar that's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and wash this jar up, and just to let you guys know, it's okay to have these kind of mishaps, if you will. It's part of canning. It's part of anything in life, honestly. And this settles back down. I really feel like I had the correct amount of headspace, because if you look, I'm going to show you, you can see that it has settled back down to the perfect inch of headspace, if that makes sense. It's right there. I mean, it's very easy and very clear to see. So I really feel like it was just that expansion, and now I've got a good seal, but I'm still going to use this jar. I'm not going to take any chances. So just because a jar might seal back up, be sure and use it right away or within a few days, like you would any other pie filling that you might have open in your refrigerator. And even the extra pint that I put in and let cool to room temperature, I can tell you that that jar is sealed as well. That's a false seal. That's not from being processed correctly or from anything else. So this did seal, even with all that goo underneath the lid, but it's probably the goo that's keeping it stuck on there. So this one has a little bit, but I've wrenched on this one pretty good. And so if there's any recipes that you'd like to see coming up using my pie filling, not just for pie, for goodness sakes, you can use pie filling for a lot of things, or my apple butter, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you've had any kind of fails like this, or semi-fails. They're not really a fail to me, but let me know in the comment section below what your experience has been with this kind of stuff, and what you did about it. And share it with everybody else down there, because it's a community that comes and watches these videos and comments, and you guys help each other as well as myself, and I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to be knee-deep in apples again today, so I'm in kind of a hurry to get these all cleaned. I've already washed my apple butter jars, and I'm going to label these apple pie filling, the date that I canned them, and put them in the pantry. And so these will keep, because I always get asked, these will keep, they say, for up to a year. Now, have I had apple pie filling in my pantry for longer than that? Sure I have. And I've eaten it, and it was just fine. It depends on my window for where I store my stuff and for what I do here in my little homestead. My window's 3 years. Now, some fruits will darken as they sit on your shelf. I generally don't have pie filling or any of that stuff for longer than a year because I also sell that in at work, and the girls at work put their order in as soon as they know what I'm making, which makes me feel really good about what I'm doing. And anyway, I'm excited to put these on the shelf. We've got round 2 coming up today. I doubt you guys want to be along for that one, but you know what? Each and every time I can something or I watch somebody else's canning video, I always see something that I may have not caught the time before, or I forgot about it or something. So I think every video helps. The Orchard Road lid, perfect seal. Again, I think those fails were from not heating those lids up hot enough or long enough. Now, I don't simmer my lids, but I certainly pour boiling water over top of them and let them sit for about 3 to 5 minutes before I start putting them on my jars when I'm canning. So there you go. And that's how easy this was, and delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a pie tonight, and I might bring you along because, like I said, I'm gonna experiment a little bit with that jar, and if I like the experiment, then it's gonna be in the pie as a surprise. So, okay guys, got lots of stuff coming up and lots of apple stuff. So leave me a comment in the comment section, hit that thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And definitely get the Amish canning cookbook. I'll leave a link in the about section. It's one of the best, simple, concise, but does pretty large batch canning, because when you get apples off your trees, usually you don't get 4 or 5, you get a bunch. And like I got 60 pounds. Not off my tree, but maybe someday. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.